morning, Stoker Sharks. Wasn't that a great weekend filled with wonderful Wisconsin spring days? Welcome to this edition of the News at Stoker. I'm Man.
And I'm Mariana. And today is going to be another wonderful spring day. Please stand tall, face the flag, place your right hand over your heart, and join Dr. Drew's class in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excellent job, second graders. We welcome Mrs. Nelson, our fearless leader, into the studio to share important information with us. Please pay attention.
Good morning, Stoker Sharks. I hope you did enjoy the weekend weather and today's weather. But remember, tomorrow it's going to get colder again, so be prepared for that. But let's enjoy it today, all right? We're going to start with our bucket fillers. We have Ella in 348, Adam in 356, Nick in 242, Rylan in 366, Yanni in 264, Abby in 338, James in 264, Timoteo in 258, and Elizabeth in 270. Great job. We also have some classroom awards. Hallway going out to Miss Martin. And another hallway for Miss Martin. Classroom for Miss Martin. 2 of those as well. Computer for Miss Martin. Cafeteria for Miss Martin. Hallway for Mrs. Fisher. Cafeteria for Mrs. Fisher. Cafeteria for Mrs. Kaz. Classroom for Mrs. Kaz. 2 of those. Computer for Mrs. Kaz. Ooh, 2 of those as well. 3 of those. And cafeteria for Miss Gagliardi. Great job, everybody. We have Seal a Smile here today at Stoker. So those of you who were participating, they'll be back again today. We also have some of our 3rd and 5th graders going to Discovery World this Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday is also Popcorn Day, and Friday is Inside Out Day. Our accelerated reader is at 36,040. And last week in the cafeteria, we didn't do as good as I would have hoped for our Delightful Diners or our Cafeteria Sharks. Lots of goofing around and things like that. So I'm sure we're going to do better this week, okay? We have Navarro, Ashburn, the whole entire 2nd grade, the whole entire 4th grade, and 5th grade. Shining Sharks going to Navarro and Martin. For our triple bonus star certificate for attendance, we have Miss Anderson and Miss Alpa's PM class. Miss Kaz, Miss Ashburn, and Miss Garner tied last week. Dr. Giroux, Mrs. Schmidt, 100%. Great job. Mrs. Sejak, 100%. Few tardies, but still really great. And Miss Albrecht. So, everybody have a wonderful week. Remember, we are still testing this week and next week, so hang with us. Keep our intermediate wing, nice and quiet. And everybody have a great week this week.
Thank you, Mrs. Nelson. The time has come in this show to share what some students are working on at Stoker. Please pay careful attention.
Stoker Sharks at work.
Hi, my name is Joshua, and this is my timeline project. This is a picture of me as a baby. Then right here is when I was baptized. Right here is when I welcomed my sister. Right here is one of the most epic things I've ever done with some of my toys that I have. And right here, I'm in the Civil War Museum, dressed as a Union soldier with my sister right here. And then right here is when I played the grand piano at a church in front of 400 people.
Hi, I'm Lillian, and this is my timeline. This is of me when I was a baby. This is when I was 1 month old, 3 months old, 6 months, and then my first birthday. This down here is my very first dance class. This was my very first parent observation day. But that one's pre-belly 1 and this one's pre-belly 2. This is my very first year of ballet 1, and we have a theme every year, and this theme was Let the Games Begin, and this is me and my brother. This is ballet 1 for my second year and tap 1, and this theme was I Believe, and this was ballet 1 second year, and then tap 1, and then that's me and my friend. And then down here we have my dance studio does parades that we have in Kenosha, and this is me in the parade with my friend Rachel.
Good job, fourth graders. That's right, that's my grade level. This school year is winding down. Remember, you need to keep giving 100%.
That's right, Ariana. Have a super week, Stoker students. Enjoy the good weather, but don't slack on your schoolwork. And don't forget, all Kingfish tickets are due today by 8 o'clock in the office.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Stoker Sharks. Welcome to this edition of the News at Stoker. I'm Campbell, filling in for Ian.
And I'm Mariana. We are so glad to share what Mrs. Nelker has to say in the studio.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to this morning's edition of this News at Stoker. I've got a couple announcements today. Just want to let you know that April is Poetry Month, so come on down to the library. We've got tons of awesome poetry books like this one, In Our Backyard Garden by Eileen Spinelli, a very fun read. Earth Shake, Poems from the Ground Up. Visiting Langston, a wonderful poet. Come check out this book if you're interested. It's fantastic. And one of my favorite poets, Jack Preletsky, wrote Scranimals. So come on down and find some great poetry books to read this month. Also wanted to let you know that next Monday is reading night here in the library. You can come on in, cuddle up with a good book, take some AR tests, visit our mini book fair, and if you've got all your late, lost, missing books in and library fines paid, you can enter the poster raffle. We'll be having that probably on Wednesday next week at the end of the book fair, but you have to have everything in by this Friday, so notices will be going home so that you know what you're still missing. Also wanted to let you know that on May 3rd is another crazy day in the library, and we're going to be actually having an entire day dedicated to Makerspace. So all of our stations will be Makerspace stations. So come on down and visit us on May 3rd. Details are to come. Have a great day, and I will see you next Monday at Reading Night.
Thank you for being here today, Miss Knocker. I know you know what time it is. It's birthday time. Let's see who's celebrating their birthdays right now.
Happy birthday, Stoker. Let's see who's celebrating a birthday this week. Today's the day to wish Olivia and Rylan a very happy birthday. On April 21st, Grace turns 1 year old. Candles will be glowing on the 22nd for Devlin. celebrating her special day, April 23rd, will be Mrs. Ashburn. Woo-hoo! Candles will be glowing on the 24th for Sebastian. It's party hats and streamers on the 25th for Danny. And on April 26th, Dave will be celebrating his birthday. That's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Happy birthday to 1NL. On Friday, don't forget to wear your shirts inside out. Please pay special attention to this PBIS insert. It is reviewing our restroom PBIS rules.
Good morning, Stoker. Welcome to another edition of Shark Fins, PBIS. Positive Behavior, Interventions, and Supports. Today's edition is Restroom Sharks. Silence. Don't disturb any other classes that are working hard. Hands washed. Always flush. Respect others' privacy. No peeking under or through the openings in the doors. Keep bathroom clean. This has been another edition of Shark Fins. Have a great day.
One last time, remember to wear your shirts inside out on Friday, and next week, please come to reading night. You will read, take AR tests, and shop at the mini book fair.
Remember to set goals and keep learning. Have a great week, Stoker. See you on Friday.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Stoker Sharks. I miss being your anchor on Wednesday, but I am back today. Welcome to this edition of the News at Stoker. I'm Ann.
And I'm Ariana. We have a great show for you today. Remember it was Twin Day last Friday. There were some awesome twins, triplets, and I think even octuplets.
That's 8! Wow! Also, the news followed Miss Lisa into the boiler room. That's right. Stoker has a boiler room. Watch.
Stoker Sharks in action.
It was Twin Day at Stoker. Who planned this out? Real twins! That's a lot of twins. Twinning like a boss. Talented. Twinning with your teacher.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, that's me. Looking cool. Triplets. Looking fancy.
What does our custodian, Miss Lisa, do all day?
I have a back room called the boiler room, and in the boiler room I read gauges, and all our gauges I have to read every day, 3 times a day, to make sure we're all safe.
This is where the boiler room is.
Here we are in the boiler room looking at my pumps. The pump in the boiler room circulates water through the whole building. So when you are in your classroom and the heat comes out of the ceiling, that is the pump pumping water for pressure so you can get warm or cold air.
Our school has 2 boilers. Here's boiler number 1. This heats our whole school.
Here you are looking at the top of my boiler. You'll see a gauge. The gauge tells me the pressure. The pressure I look at constantly. Without good pressure, the building could blow up, or we will not have any hot air or warm air that circulates into your classroom. So when you're looking at these gauges, these are gauges for the building, and I control the gauges so you have hot or cold air. And on a boiler, it's just warm air. And this is what I look at. So we have pressure gauges for all different things in the building. This is just for the boiler room.
This is boiler number 2. Unless it is really cold, only 1 boiler is used. But as you know, Wisconsin can get really cold. Then Miss Lisa uses both.
Here you are looking at my log sheet. I log down the controls of the building, the gauges, and the pressures every day, 3 times a day. And every Monday morning of the following week, I send this chart to the ESC, which is the Educational Support Center, and they look at my gauges to see where I am and make sure the building is up to code, meaning all my temperatures, and it's for safety.
One of the cool things about the boiler room is the generator. If we lost electricity, the generator would give us some. Miss Lisa also makes sure that is working right.
Did you know that Miss Lisa had to go to school and get a second-class engineer license? That is why she is amazing when she works in the boiler room. But enough seriousness for the day. It's joke jar time.
Stoker's Joke Jar.
Why did the kid throw butter out the window?
I don't know.
To see the butterfly.
Get it?
A butterfly does fly.
As 2 caterpillars were crawling along, a butterfly flew overhead. One turned to the other and said,
"You'll never get me up on one of those things." Get it?
Ha! Little does he know, caterpillars metamorphose or change into a butterfly.
Doesn't it feel good to laugh after all these weeks of testing?
Yes, it does. And we only have 1 more week of testing. Whew! Have a great weekend, Stoker.
And don't forget, it is Shut Down Friday.
Shut down Friday. Hogan, Hogan, Hogan. Mr. Hogan says shut down. Hogan, Hogan, Hogan. Mr. Hogan says shut down. It's shut down Friday. Mr. Hogan says shut down. It's shut down Friday. Mr. Hogan says shut down. It's shut down Friday.